Ease your mind, relax and settle down. It's time for a story. Picture yourself in a serene, calming environment. Perhaps it's a cozy corner of your room, a soft armchair by the window, or even a warm, sandy beach under the moonlight. Anywhere that brings you peace. Now, find a comfortable position. It could be sitting, lying down, or even standing, whatever suits you best. Allow your body to sink into that comfort, feeling the tension melting away from your muscles. Begin to take slow, deep breaths, filling your lungs with tranquility and exhaling any lingering stress. Clear your mind and prepare yourself for an exciting journey. You're about to embark on a thrilling adventure with none other than Sherlock Holmes, the famous detective. His world is filled with mystery, intrigue, and intellectual challenges that will captivate your imagination. Now, with your mind at ease and your body relaxed, let's dive into the world of Sherlock Holmes. In the heart of London, a man of great intellect and sharp wit resided. This man, known as Sherlock Holmes, was not your average citizen. He was a mastermind, a connoisseur of puzzles and riddles, a seeker of truth in the most convoluted of cases. Holmes lived in an apartment at the infamous 221B Baker Street, a place that became synonymous with mystery and intrigue. The rooms were cluttered with curiosities from his past cases, each piece telling a unique story of its own. Sherlock Holmes was not just any detective. He was a consulting detective, the only one in the world, he claimed. His work, his passion, was to untangle the knots of crime, to bring light to the shadows of mystery. His close companion in these endeavours was Dr. John Watson, a man of courage and loyalty. Together they formed an unstoppable team, solving cases that baffled Scotland Yard. Holmes, with his extraordinary abilities, was ready to dive into his next adventure. A letter arrived at Baker Street, a plea for help that sparked Holmes's interest. This wasn't just any letter. It was a cry of desperation, a beacon of hope from a distressed soul seeking the master detective's assistance. The letter was from the owner of a distant manor, a place known for its grandeur and beauty, but now held captive by a series of inexplicable happenings. The manor, nestled in the heart of the countryside, was a spectacle to behold, a testament to architectural brilliance. But beneath its splendid exterior, a mystery was brewing. Strange occurrences had become the order of the day. Things would disappear only to reappear in the most unlikely of places. Doors would creak open by themselves, and chilling drafts would sweep through the hallways even on the warmest of days. The manor's owner, a lady of refinement and courage, was at her wit's end. She had tried to unravel the mystery herself, but to no avail. The local constabulary was just as baffled. This was a case that demanded a mind of extraordinary caliber, a mind like Sherlock Holmes's. Upon reading the letter, a glimmer sparked in Holmes's eyes. The mystery was intriguing, the stakes high. The master detective could not resist the allure of such a conundrum. He decided to take the case, to unravel the enigma that was plaguing the manor. Beside him, as always, was his loyal friend and confidant, Dr. Watson. Watson, a man of science and reason, was the perfect complement to Holmes's intuitive genius. Together, they prepared for their journey, their minds buzzing with anticipation. They packed their bags, loaded their carriage, and with a sense of purpose and determination, they set off. The countryside awaited them, as did the mystery that was to be their latest challenge. With the mysterious case ahead, they embarked on their journey to the manor. Ready to confront the unknown, they journeyed forth, their minds alive with the thrill of the hunt and the promise of a new adventure. The game, as Sherlock Holmes would say, was afoot. Upon their arrival, Holmes began his investigation, his keen eyes missing nothing. As if guided by some unseen force, Sherlock Holmes moved around the scene with a swift and calculated grace. His eyes, sharp and observant, darted around, absorbing every minor detail. He saw things that others might overlook, the smallest of inconsistencies, the slightest of discrepancies. He was like an artist, painting a picture of the crime with the brushstrokes of his analytical mind. Holmes crouched down to examine a peculiar marking on the floor, a faint trace of a footprint perhaps, or maybe something more significant. He studied it meticulously, his mind racing with theories and possibilities. It was as if he was reading a story written in clues and riddles. Next, He moved over to the window, where the faintest hint of a broken twig lay. To any ordinary observer, it may have seemed like a simple piece of debris, an inconsequential detail. But to Holmes it was a crucial piece of the puzzle, a silent testament to the intruder's escape route. His gaze then fell upon a small, almost invisible stain on the carpet. A droplet of some liquid barely noticeable, but to Sherlock's trained eyes it was as glaring as a beacon. He knelt down, inspecting it closely, his mind piecing together the hidden narrative that lay within these cryptic signs. Holmes then stood back, his eyes scanning the room once more. He was silent, deep in thought. His mind was a whirlwind of thoughts, his deductive reasoning working at lightning speed. He was connecting the dots, creating a web of connections, each clue leading him closer to the truth. His observations were methodical, his deductions logical. He was a master at work, his mind a fortress of intellect and reasoning. Each clue he found, each discrepancy he noticed, brought him one step closer to unraveling the mystery. He was a detective, a seeker of truth in a world shrouded in mystery. Holmes, with his sharp intellect, was inching closer to the truth. With all the clues at hand, Holmes was ready to unveil the truth. The room fell silent, all eyes on the master detective. Holmes, with his usual air of quiet confidence, began to weave the intricate tapestry of events that led to the strange occurrences everyone had witnessed. "Let's start at the beginning," he suggested, his voice echoing through the room. The seemingly unrelated incidents, the misplaced items, the strange noises at night, and the inexplicable changes in the household's routine, these were not mere coincidences nor the work of an invisible entity. The astonishment in the room was palpable as Holmes continued. Each of these incidents was a part of a meticulously planned scheme, an elaborate ruse designed to misdirect and confuse. He went on, explaining how each clue, each incident, and each seemingly random occurrence was a piece of a larger puzzle. Holmes then pieced together the clues. The missing items were part of a secret message, the strange noises a diversion, and the changes in routine were carefully designed to throw off suspicion. The orchestrator of this scheme, Holmes declared, was none other than the seemingly innocent housemaid, who wanted to create a diversion for her own hidden agenda. Gasps filled the room as the truth sunk in. The housemaid, a picture of innocence and dedication, was behind the strange happenings. Holmes explained how he had pieced together the clues using his keen observation skills and deductive reasoning. Every detail, no matter how small, had contributed to his conclusion. As Holmes concluded his explanation, the room was filled with a mix of shock and admiration. The elaborate scheme, which had seemed so inexplicable, had been unravelled by Holmes's brilliant mind. The master detective had once again proven his unparalleled ability to see what others could not. Once again, Holmes had unravelled the mystery with his brilliant mind. The room erupted in applause, a testament to the detective's ingenuity and the thrilling adventure that had just unfolded. With the mystery solved, Holmes and Watson returned to their quiet home. Their adventure had been thrilling, filled with twists and turns that would have left anyone else in a dizzying state of confusion. But not Sherlock Holmes. With his extraordinary abilities, he had once again proven that he was the master of unravelling mysteries. The adventure had started like any other day. A case had arrived at their doorstep, shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Like a master weaver, Holmes unravelled the threads of the case with his sharp intellect and keen observation. Watson, always by his side, was the perfect companion, lending a helping hand when needed and providing an attentive audience to Holmes's brilliant deductions. There were moments of tension, times when the answers seemed elusive and the trail went cold. But Holmes, with his unwavering determination and razor-sharp mind, never lost sight of the goal. His eyes, always alight with the spark of curiosity, would dance with excitement as he pieced together the puzzle. And as always, he emerged victorious, solving the puzzle that had seemed insurmountable to others. Returning to their home on Baker Street, the pair was greeted by the familiar comforts of their abode. The crackling fire, the well-worn armchairs and the shelves filled with books provided a stark contrast to the excitement and danger they had faced. Yet it was in this peaceful environment that Holmes and Watson found their true joy. The thrill of the chase, the satisfaction of solving a mystery, the camaraderie shared in the face of danger. These were the moments they treasured. In the quiet solitude of their home, they reflected on their adventure. Each mystery solved, each puzzle unraveled, added to their shared experiences. It was these moments that brought them closer, strengthening their bond and their resolve to face the next mystery that would inevitably come their way. As the night descended on London, Holmes and Watson, content with their day's work, prepared to rest, awaiting the next adventure.